What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing, man? Thank you guys for tuning in to your boy, the Law Man, here on Closing Statements. I am super excited that you've chosen to watch us here on Roku, on this on demand. You can pick us up because we want you to guys to look for us, share this out, and then if you hear something dope, write it down, get the pen, the pad, and all that good stuff, or hit the rewind button and hear it again. But I promise you, you're going to get great stuff. You're going to get great inspiration, but you're also going to get those nuggets that's going to hit you where you need to be hit at so that you can do what you need to do. I'm a big, huge fan of frustration, like super huge, because I feel like frustration helps you move out of the place that you were stuck at, right? And so without a little friction, you ain't gonna move. So we're gonna frustrate you. We're gonna make you mad, and we're gonna do our thing. So today I got a wonderful guest here, and she's like on 10, right? You think I'm on 10, but she's on 10, and she's doing an amazing job out there on the West Coast. And so you know me, I don't do bios, so I'm just gonna bring her in from the backstage, and have her come through here, and then I'll let her introduce herself and tell you more about it. But you guys, for real, grab your pen and pad and get ready for this thing. So, Miss Samantha, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Thank you for having me. I really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I had to have you on, man. You're a superstar, you know what I'm saying? I keep saying I want to.
You want me to run the bio for him real quick?
Let me just get that out of myself. So I want to be like you when I grow up. Just go ahead and run the bio for him. Go ahead and run the bio for him.
So my name is Samantha Grace. I'm based in Tacoma, Washington, which is really close to Seattle, Washington, one of my favorite cities. I have a post-construction cleanup company, which I've had for 3 years, and we've done 6 figures each year. I have 2 boys, 8 and 4. And I also speak, and I'm currently working on a book, and hopefully one day, Law will be like you and have a TV show.
Okay, let's go. I like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty dope, and I've been in Tacoma. Tacoma is a gorgeous place. I even love that side of the world. I ain't gonna say that side of the world, side of America, especially
like the other side of the world.
I know. Especially there's no bugs. Well, no mosquitoes. Like no mosquitoes. And I'm in the South, and mosquitoes like gangs down here. They just want to eat everybody. So it's just crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, so you got your company Coastal, right? And like tell us about what made you want to start this company.
Basically, I was pregnant. I knew that I needed time. I was pregnant with my youngest, who's currently 4. I knew that I was going to need time to spend with them. I knew that I was going to want to go to the soccer games and do all the, dropping off, picking up, spending time. I knew that. And at the time, I was a property manager, which is a very demanding job. Not that being a business owner isn't, but it was very demanding on somebody else's time. And I really had to accommodate. And I knew that I had to accommodate my life in order to make sure I was getting paid. And I really didn't want to do that. I wanted to make sure that I was running my life the way I wanted to, and then I was still getting paid, right? And that's really what pushed it. Right. Cleanup was easy for me because everybody knows how to clean, we hope. But also I was in property management, and I knew that it was something that I could keep going. It was totally sustainable for me. And I knew, who to talk to if I needed anything. So, yeah.
Yeah. So when you say you're a property manager, did that kind of like help give you the leg up, or it kind of like gave you the insight on to make that business, be as effective as you said? So you said you've been in business for 3 years and you hit 6 figure each year. That's pretty dope. Did that help?
I definitely think it helped give me insight into the industry, right? And knowing what to say and the key players, and knowing, it's not necessarily that manager that's on site or that person that you meet in an office who's making the decision on which companies that they're using, for their services, and how to reach out or quickly ask for, hey, does the owner make the decision here or do you? And so I would definitely say it gave me insight. I don't know if it gave me a leg up, but definitely insight.
Okay, cool. So as you start to build this business and everything and making it as phenomenal as it is in your area, what are two things that you had a battle with that you had to kind of go through to as you scaled your business, as you went client after client and get it to that six figure? What are two struggles that you had to deal with?
Two of my main struggles, which is something I still struggle with to this day, is finding the harmony in being a full-time business owner with employees and a full-time single mom of two little kids that very
Wow.
much so need, nurturing and my attention. And so that's something that I've had to find balance in, harmony, and really had to find a way to use my voice, not just in my parenting, but also with people that I work with and let them know that, even right before I'm like, just so you know, my son's here, he might come running out, and let people know that this is my real life. And being okay with
Yeah.
that, this is my real life, and it's not going to look like other people's lives. It's going to look like what I create it to be. So that's definitely been a struggle of making sure that my business and my children are getting the attention that they need while still being me, right? And so that's top
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
list because it's still a struggle. And then the second struggle, I would definitely have to say, I chose construction, which is just openly a white male dominated industry. And I'm a 28-year-old minority female, right? And I'm coming in just to be just as strong of a player as they are. And so I would definitely say that I had to, in that same stance, learn to use my voice, learn, to say like, hey, you got, see.
It's cool. Hey, this is real life. I love it. This is real
You,
life, you guys,
you wanna
and
say
you guys get a glimpse at real
hi?
life and what real life is really like. An entrepreneur, single mom with two kids that are active, that's doing. This is super authentic. And the crazy thing about it is that a lot of people need to see this and see the harmony or see the connecting of this because people feel like they can't do it because they have two kids. They feel like they can't do it because they got a business and they shortcut everything, but you're making that balance and giving them permission that it's okay. And you still smiling, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? You still smiling and and having fun. So
Right.
hey, let him get his 15 minutes of fame, his camera time. You know what I'm saying? I'm down.
He's ready. And you know
Yeah.
what? That's something I talked to one of my friends about last night is that going through becoming a single mom and having the boys and the business, I'm beyond thankful. As hard as it is, as much as I've had to learn to speak up or, things like that happen and in this sorry guys, hold on.
All right. Well, it's all good, you guys. Like you said, that's real. Like, and the crazy thing about it is, you guys, is that this does not shift what we're doing. This does shift
Right.
the show. This actually makes it super dope and super cool. And the crazy thing about it too is, yo, it's my show and it can do whatever we want to do.
Yeah,
No
but
network.
I
No
get thank you for that too, Law. You know me. So I'm like, thank you. I appreciate that. But I'm grateful because of all of those factors, right? Of the reality is I could be a statistic and I don't know how people work a 9 to 5 and still maintain all of the things that are my personal goals, that are my values, right? Like the strength that my children have, the fact that they do use their voice, the fact that they already dream and they know what they want, the fact that, we make our own schedule around here. Like those things make all of this worth it. And so, yes, that was just a real life example of my day to day,
I love it.
but back to the second struggle, and that even goes into it, being a young Black female in this industry, I really had to learn to speak up. I really had to learn that they need me there just as much as I wanted to be there, right? That at the end of the day, we're all working together on these projects to get it done, and it's okay if I know something more than what somebody else knew, my counterpart knew. It's okay if I say, hey, that's not right. Those things are okay. And it's okay to have a little bit of conflict. But it's also okay to acknowledge where they're at. And so that's really been my top two struggles is, balancing parenthood with life and business, as well as being able to use my voice on those construction sites.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. And I got mad respect for for you, and I give you the applause. If I had the little thing, I can hit the button and
The
go,
little clapper.
you know, or the beep, 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 you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Make it happen. You know what I'm saying? You doing a phenomenal job. And, I say y'all have all the fun when y'all got kids. Like I don't have any kids. I mentor kids and I got nieces and nephews and, I do that. But you guys have kids and I think y'all have the fun part, even though they can be that, pull the hair moment and all that stuff. But it's still, to me, I feel like it's just super fun when kids are around because it helps brings a level of, I guess you say, kind of reality a little bit. Like you
Right.
kind of really have to like really pay attention, and really look deep into it. And then, and you having a business at the same time and it's thriving is insane right now. It is literally insane and it's amazing. So now you say you had employees. Okay, we're going to transition to employees, and then we're going to talk about the speaking and even talk about the book that you say you probably you finna make happen. So as you have your employees and all that good thing, right? Yeah, I know, right? So with your employees and everything, what is some things that you can tell an actual president and owner, founder, CEO is a good thing to help keep those employees, I guess, moving on the mission.
For me, top of the list at Coastal is that I'm creating leaders, and so I'm constantly seeking out mentors and people that know more than me, so that I can continue to pour into my employees, whether they're a laborer or whether they're a supervisor. Whatever their job is, that I can continue to pour into them into the capacity that they need, so that they can pour into the other employees in our company as well as their families at home and whatever dreams that they have. And so I keep at the top of the forefront that it's our job as the owner, as a CEO, as a president, as whatever, to create leaders. And so that's top of the list for me for sure.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love leaders too. I love leaders. That's like one of the veins that I really love and pay attention to a whole lot is leaders. Is I have this thing that I say leaders lead with love. And
Okay.
love to me is an acronym. You gotta always lead, you gotta be observable, and you gotta make sure you have the right vocabulary, and then you gotta make sure you're engaging with your people. And I believe that will push that team and that organization where it needs to go if you really lead with love and not lead from the chair. So yeah, I'm huge on the leadership stuff. I love that.
Yeah, and then outside of that, my main thing is be slow to hire and quick to fire. If they show you signs, get to getting.
I got you. I got you. I got you, man. Ooh, I felt that one. Like, man, I should have. Ooh, I'm scared now. Cool, cool. So as we transition now into your speaking, and I know you're a phenomenal speaker. You're actually speaking well on here, and I know you transitioning and doing those different things, and all that good stuff. We're going to talk about your speaking part right here. But before we go, we're going to take a little brief intermission real quick and let everybody know that we're our closing statement. And we'll be right back in a few seconds. So don't turn the dial. I guess you can't change the dial on demand. Don't skip over. Just stay right. Whatever the stuff. Just okay, let's go. Hit the button. Welcome back, you guys, man. We had to throw that in there. Honestly, I'm just practicing. I'm just practicing. You know what I'm saying? I'm practicing. I got a new tool and I'm just practicing, and I'm putting that in there. I saw Kevin Hart has his show where they in the wine cellar type deal. It's called the Heart to Heart or something like that. The Heart to
Okay.
Heart. Yeah, and I saw that, right? And I said, you know what? I'm gonna pay attention to what he's doing. And then I was like, okay, they put the little logo in there and it had a little music in between they talking. And they have commercial. We're gonna have commercials too, but I ain't putting the commercials in there yet. But it's like, okay, I can do that. And so I created my own little logo with this circle thing with everything. I did all that stuff. So I was like, let me do that too. But
Okay,
anyway,
okay. I see you, Law.
let's get this Emmy, baby. Let's get this Emmy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So let's talk about this speaking and thing, man. So as you building your speaking platform and everything, what are the things that you're going to talk about as you go into these different areas of speaking and going into? Are you going to be schools, going to be companies, or what it is that you're going to be actually going into?
So I really want to go into companies where they do have that very typical just employee, right? Like that very typical 9 to 5er that does have some dreams and goals, and maybe they are getting washed out just by having kids, life, stereotypes, family issues, whatever it is. And I really want to be able to speak to their heart. I want to just provoke some thoughts, right? I just redid my Instagram. It's still in the process. And that was what one of my really close friends said, that's what I do. I just provoke thoughts in people. And I really just hone in on that because we all have our power inside of us, right? And it gets covered up, and just unleashing
Mhm.
that power that's already there. We don't have to empower people who already have power. We're just unleashing the power that they already have, helping them to work through whatever it is that's going on and make what they want happen instead of what somebody else wants. So I really want to go into companies. All that to say, Law, I just want to go into companies
Okay.
where, the culture is very, typical 9 to 5er, you know.
Love it, love it, love it. And I like what you say. You provoke thought, and having to think deeper, and all that good stuff. So I love that. So we gonna give you like a 2 minute, on the platform real quick. Saying provoke our thought just for about 2 minutes. What is something that you would say to that 9 to 5er that that look at you? Because sometimes people can look at us and look at as we doing things in life and we're following our dreams, and they get real intimidated. They get intimidated. They clam up sometimes. They don't want to talk. They actually don't want to ask us questions because they're afraid. I don't know why that fear shows up, but we're like the most compassionate, humble people you can talk to, and we'll
Right,
give you the answers to the test if you just come and talk to us. You know what I'm saying?
right.
But they have this fear of coming to ask. What is something that you can tell them? And this is your 2 minute. Let's do that thing.
Okay, all right, all right. Well, I always start with, man, no guilt, no shame, no judgment. The reality is this is my life. I'm 28 years old. I'm a single mom. I have no family here, and I built this company with no money. I'm going through a really hard divorce, and my day to day looks very typical of what anybody else with 24 hours and a lot of chaos day to day looks like. But it all comes down to, are we clear on what we want in our lives, right? Am I clear on what I want for Samantha? Are you clear on what you want in your life? Not just in the future, but right now. Daily I wake up and I say, I'm seeking peace, right? I'm seeking that my kids are kind, that they nurture, that they care for others. And I want the same. And I want to be able to give that to them. And in order to get out of our 9 to 5 or feeling like somebody else is running our life, it's not easy, but you get clear, right? And that's where you start, is getting clear on what you want as a person, not necessarily who you are, right? It's a process, but what you want in your life. What are those values that you have that you're so bothered or so upset by someone else running your life? What are those things that are really disturbing you, and how can you change them? And so that's my 2 minutes. I hope that was 2 minutes, but that's typically how I start, man. It is what it is. This is our life. It's all about our choices.
Can I just be your agent? I just want to be your agent. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, shoot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How can I top that one? You know, hey,
Oh,
you guys might have to
stop.
rewind. You guys may have to rewind that and listen to that again because I don't know if I can put some stank on that at the end. Because you guys know I do a motivational piece at the end. I don't know if I can do
But you
anything with
got
that.
it.
That's dope. I
Thank you.
man, that's dope. Getting clear, and that's one thing I had to learn. Like I wasn't clear. I had activity. I had
Right.
activity, but I wasn't clear. But then I was chasing the bag, right? And I was just
Yeah.
chasing the bag. So okay, I can make money over here. Okay, make. I was chasing the bag, and I was like, no, Lawrence, who are you? And what do you bring to this world and what are you going to do? And I'm like, yo, this voice thing that I got, I think this the thing, and let's build on that. Let's build on that. Let's create on that, and then let's move forward in that and all that good stuff. Okay, you said you had a book that's about to come out. Am I too early? Or we say something about it? Are we
I mean,
holding back? Or-
we could definitely say something about it. I just really want to look while I'm taking over. You didn't even get to ask me the question, but
No, no, go ahead. No, that's the question. Like, can we say something
yeah,
about it? If
okay,
we can't, go ahead.
man. I definitely just want to. I just want to really people like you said. People look at success or whatever they think success is, and it's so intimidating. But I really want that opportunity for people to read about every area of being a quote unquote statistic that I could have been, in every way that I overcame that, right? And I want something that they can sit with, because sometimes when we're in conversation, you can't sit with what somebody just said because you're talking, right? You're conversing. When you're listening to something like this, everyone learns differently. You can't rewinding and writing it down may not work for them. But someone that can read and really sit with those things of like, no, this person really did it. And then go check, my Instagram, or go see me in real life, or, text me, call me, email me, whatever, and see like I'm still the same person that, was writing all those things of how I overcame, of how I continue to overcome, of where I continue to go and of my goals. And yes, we all evolve, but just something that people can touch and hold on to, and take notes, all that type of thing. So that's really what it is.
Cool. I'm supporting. Dang, reach in my pocket right now.
Well,
Like,
thank
I'm
you.
supporting. I'm supporting. So yeah, you guys, man. Listen, you guys. Uh, she dropped so much in this conversation, and what I really want you guys to really pick up from her, and really see in her is that you can see the relentless, uh, passionate drive to fulfill her life. Like really, because I heard what she said too when
That
she
was
said,
good, Ma. I like that one. The passionate
you
drive
know,
to fulfillment. Okay.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Earlier she said that we create what we want our life to look like in this house. And I heard that. Like I literally heard that. And it's like they're creating what they want in their life. And I want you guys to see someone who is actually doing that. And check this out. Okay, I know okay. Women can relate to her, right? It's going to be a lot more women that are going to be able to relate to her than men. But let's look at this. She's a single mom, 2 kids. She still got to get them where they got to go. Make sure they eat. Make sure they go to school. Make sure you get all that. Then she got a company. How many employees you got?
6 right now.
So she has a company, 6 figure. The customer is the motivator. 6 other people with different personalities that she's still conducting them to make sure that the company don't go belly up and make sure the company is doing what they need to do and is being successful, and then turn around and having self-care for herself too and making sure she's good and she's okay. I'm trying to figure out what excuse you have now. I'm trying to figure that one out, because if you got every excuse in the world, say, well, I got these kids. Well, okay. uh, I'm young. Well, okay. I'm minority. Well, Okay. I'm just saying, all the excuses is now being wiped away where you don't have an excuse. Now, I feel you. You might be like, well, maybe she, and maybe she, and maybe she. Now you're digging too deep and looking too deep into it. Look at what was on the surface and what was given to you. That at this present time and at this moment right now, she handling a business. And guess what? You can too. So she removed those excuses. So, Samantha, as we land this plane, is
Yes.
there anything you want to tell us? Anything else you want to drop on us? And then also drop how we can connect with you, social media, all that good stuff, and we'll roll from there.
Okay, I mean, I think my main thing is just, huge gratitude to you for even bringing me on, continuing to inspire me and push me to do more and more, right? I'm super thankful for that. My main thing is literally what you said. Like, there's no excuses, no guilt, no shame, no judgment, but no excuses either. It has to get done. We all have the same 24. They can connect with me on Instagram at genuinely_CMG and Facebook, Samantha Grace. They can email me, Samantha@cmstacoma.com. So yeah, I'm available.
Cool, cool, cool. And she says she's available to talk about stuff. I'm sorry, my bad. I had to make sure that I let
Make
the
it clear.
people
That's
know that.
right. Exactly. I heard everything I gotta do. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh my, I got a lot to do. No time for
yeah,
this.
yeah, yeah. We try to make it clear. You know what I'm saying? I know she's a pretty lady. You know what I'm saying? But she said available to talk to her about business,
That's
about
right.
asking her to come out to speak and get her book. You
And
know
do
what I'm saying? So
commercials, do commercials too. Do those too.
man, we did miss that. You know what I'm saying? She kind of famous in these commercials now. You know what I'm saying? The last one she did, hey, that juicer was kind of scary a little bit to me because I didn't know what was happening. I was like, is she juicing? And then it come out, I was like, okay. Because I've been changing my diet a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And
Okay.
doing more juice and everything. And I don't know if you see me on social media doing the R40 thing.
Okay.
And
Yep.
yeah, so I've changed like my workouts and all that type of stuff. So I've been in the gym a whole lot, right? And so
Okay.
it's like now I'm changing up what I eat, and I'm not eating as much meat. I still eat meat, but I'm not eating as much meat, but I'm
Okay, that's
actually
right. Come
loving.
over to the vegetarian side.
I don't know. I
Make
got
your
Memphis
way.
roots. I got Memphis roots now. I got Memphis roots and that barbecue, but I don't eat as much meat as I used to. And I'm now thinking, and now I'm buying or I'm looking at juicing and
Okay.
smoothies more, and really getting that in my diet because I'm 41, and so I want to look 32 at
Okay,
41.
I see you.
So I'm just saying. I'm trying to. That's what R40 means to me. Reverse 40. Like there was something that came up in my head and said reverse 40, and it sent me on my quest, right? So
Right.
get back to the point of the juicing. So it was pretty cool and all that good stuff. But we went down that road. But anyway, let's bring it back. All right, cool. So you guys, man, thank you guys for watching us. Listen, we do not take it for granted that you actually stop to watch us. Make sure you continue to follow us. Become a subscriber on Roku at IVD Network, where we are on there. We're putting out content. We're gonna on that network. We also gonna be having like indie films and different stuff like that, sports shows. So we're building this network out the way we want to build it out, but we also want to bring in people who have want to inspire to have their own show because the bandwidth and the available space is there. So make sure you guys go and tap in there, and then make sure you guys go ahead and tap on closing statements. Well, we're gonna have people that come on, give you that tip, make sure they have that in closing statement for you, just like a law, just like a lawyer, and do that thing. So Samantha, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank
You.
you, thank you, thank you for coming on, being my guest, and all that good stuff. And you guys, man, I'm gonna land this plane because we gave you so much nuggets. You have to go back and rewind and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna land this plane and saying one thing that I always say. And Samantha, don't leave because we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back to the room real quick, and then
Okay.
we're gonna talk. Uh, but I'm gonna sign out like I always do. We may not be the solution, but we will be the antidote. This is closing statement. I love you guys. Be amazing. Peace.